So hello friends, I am Neeraj. In this session we will be talking about maps. So what are maps? So maps are basically a unordered data structure that stores the data in a key value pair, and basically if you are coming from Python background, so you might have seen the data structure dictionary, or in short it is called dict. So maps are basically same thing in Go. So that stores the data in a key value pair. So I have written a few important concepts about maps. So maps are a key value pair, and they are actually stored as a reference and not as a value. And maps are basically unordered data structure, and within we cannot add any value into a nil map. So we will see what a nil map is and what is an empty map. So don't worry. So let us try to how we can declare and how we can use the maps. So basically there are multiple ways to declare a map in Go. So first let us see what we can do. So let us create a variable var m, and we can specify the map keyword, and we have to specify the type of the key and type of the value. Okay, and now if we try to print this map, so fmt print ln, and we will pass the value m, and now if we try to run our program, so this is an empty map. So don't worry, actually this is a nil map, but let us try to add an item over here. And the way we can add an item to a map is very simple: variable name and the name of the key and equal sign and the value. So let's say Neeraj Avinash. Okay, so we tried it, we actually added an item and there is no compile time error. So but actually when we try to run it, so there would be a runtime error basically, and errors are, as we know that errors are friend. So this is a panic error, and it is saying that assignment to entry in a nil map. So we cannot actually add any value into a nil map. So this way, this is basically a nil map. So what we have to do, what we can do is, even though if we try to go that way, so we can go this way. So simply we can initialize it. So we can expand it, and right now if we try to add this item with the same program, if we try to run it, so yes, there is no problem, there is no error. And we can also we can initialize it just right here. Let's say name and Neeraj Avinash, and let's comment it out, and let us also add some more values. So let's say address and equals to, let's say, Delhi, and now save it. And now if we try to run this program, so this is perfectly okay. So we have two elements. So the first key is address, and the value is Delhi, and the second key is name, whose value is Neeraj Avinash. So you might have noticed it that we added the items. The first item was the name, the key was name, and second key was address. But actually when we rendered it, when we tried to pull it, printed it out, so actually address comes first and name comes later. So basically so this is why this is basically an unordered list, unordered data structure. So ordering is not important, and it all depends upon our Go compiler. So it tries to actually in code behind, actually what it does, it tries to store the data in that very order so that retrieval could be easier. So that is why there is no guarantee like the way we store the data. So it is not guaranteed that it would be rendered in that very same order. So one thing, and with this was the one way, and also we can add more values. So right now, so as we know that as explained earlier, that one very important property about the maps are that the keys must be unique. So there cannot be any duplicate keys exist in our map. So let us see that. So previously we already having a key with the value name, and let us also try to change the name from Neeraj to, let's say, Amit. And now if we try to run this program, so basically our name variable, the name key is the new value, it is having the name key is having the Amit and not Neeraj. Reason being, the name, the key cannot be a duplicate. So whatever item we added with the previous key, so that key would be, the value of that key would be overwritten. And we can also add more items. So let us change it to, let's say, phone, and let us provide any phone numbers. Now let us try to see it. So right now we are having address, we having name, we having phone. And now also we can check the length of the array, length of this map. So this is also very simple. fmt println, and let's say length of map, and we will provide here the variable m. So we will use the same len method. So what we have seen in our arrays and slices. So it returns the number of elements in our map. So let us see that. So the length of map is 3, and also we will try to remove an item from the map. So let us say, and removal is also very easy. So actually if we go that way, so like let's say, and phone equal to empty. So basically this is not going to be deleted. Let us see that actually what happens. So actually phone is an empty string. So in order to delete we want, for example, say if we want to delete this phone key from our map, so all we have to do is we have to use the delete method, and we can specify first parameter as the name of our map, and second the key what we need to remove. So let us see, I want to remove our phone, and also let me copy this out here. And now if we try to run our program, so previously the length was 3 because name was there, address was there, and phone was there, and at the line number 17 we deleted the phone key, and now the new length of the map, our map is 2. So this is why we are getting address and name only. Also we can check like whether a key exists in our map or not. So this is and also like we can extract any specific item from our map. So similarly like this, so let's have it name equal to, and the variable, our map variable name is m, and we have to specify the key, what key we want to extract. So let us see, we want the name, the value, the value whatever the name key is having. So we will extract it, and now we can write it here, and better write it something here. So fmt print ln name, and it would be, let us pass it name. And now if we try to run our program, so name is Neeraj Avinash, which is added here in our map. So this is how we can extract our specific elements from an array using the keys and not indexes. So also like we can also check whether a key exists in our map or not. So this is also pretty similar, pretty simple. So what we can do, it actually returns two things. First, we can extract it the name, and second, we can also check it here. And actually this OK is basically a Boolean variable. So it can also always be a true or false. So let us try to print it, or maybe let us try to, so name is this, and pass it something here. So let's say OK. And now if we try to run it, So here we can see the name is Neeraj Avinash, and we already got this OK variable as true. Basically we can specify anything. So let's say we can say it is exist, but actually it is better to go at many places you will see something similar OK. And let us try to access phone, cause we have already deleted that, but we can check it. So very simple. Similarly, so right now this is false. So this is basically an empty one, so it didn't return anything. So this empty one, empty string, and it returned a false. So we can check it something, say we can write something similar, like let's say if OK, and then do some stuff or something similar. Okay. So this was the one way of declaration, one way of declaring our map. There is also another way, and that is basically a handy way. So let us see that. So we can also say var m equal to, we can use the make method. So make method basically it takes, first we have to specify the what type we want to create. So we want to create a map whose key is a string and whose type of the value is also a string. So right now, so this is basically a proper way, and actually there is a typo. Actually we can also specify instead of var way, so we can also go that way. So that is also pretty okay. And if we prefer to go that way, so we can go that way also. So now we have to, now let us see what happens if we try to execute, run this our program. So we will see an empty one, reason being that we added the phone and here we actually deleted the phone also. So let us try to add some values, and let's say name equal to, and now if we try to run it, so yes, so our map is also there. And basically, so this way is a preferable way, because that is accidentally because see with a nil map actually we cannot add any value to any item to a nil map, and accidentally, so if we go that way, the previous way with a nil way, with a nil map, so that can create a that can raise a panic error. So that is why, so most of the time it is a make way is a preferable way, and we should actually go with that way. So that is a preferable way. So we have seen already, we have seen lots of things. So most of the things we have already covered, and we have seen how we can access the elements, how we can add an element, how we can delete it, how we can check it. So I think we covered pretty well. So I hope you enjoyed this session. And if you have any questions, so do let me know in the comment section, and I will try to answer as soon as possible. So till then, take care and happy coding.